Hey, everybody, this is Lorraine,
And Jennifer.
and we're back in our studios. We've had a lot of fun being face to face the last few weeks, but yeah, the weather's cold. I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, you live north, I live south.
But that's okay because through the magic of technology, we can be together.
There you go.
And through the magic of technology, we can be so much more efficient these days than we could a year ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I always joke efficiency is like my middle name. I get like so excited when I'm like, I can be efficient. Like I over like get efficient. Like, okay, Jennifer, you don't need to do 17 things at once. Just like
16 will be fine. But like most business owners, you and I have gotten really comfortable with artificial intelligence in the last few years. And I consider it my best employee. I still need to look over its shoulder. I still need to double check the work. But
yeah.
I have gotten a lot better. The tools have gotten a lot better and my life is a lot easier. How about yours?
Yeah, I definitely think it has like made me like rethink a lot of things. Like, how do I do this instead? It's maybe like challenge things. And like you, I like to be challenged.
Hmm.
So I like the being okay. Well, I never really thought about doing it that way. Like, let's do that. Like, in fact, I kind of get bored when things are, just so for me, like I'm very excited about AI and there's definitely some failings and there's definitely some like, okay, yeah, like that made that much easier to do.
So, what have you learned? And I know you are primarily ChatGPT. That's
Mhm.
where you're really using and growing. What have you learned about ChatGPT or about how you use ChatGPT that's
Yeah,
more efficient?
yeah. So and I think whenever you think of AI, you always have to think of the use case, like
Mhm.
how am I going to be more efficient? So the only reason I probably use ChatGPT more than anything is because of the writing that I do. But I also do a lot of video editing too, like with
Mhm.
our shows and stuff like that. So, but um, I have gotten really good at creating GPTs, which is a subsection of ChatGPT where I have trained several on different disciplines of marketing
Mhm.
by our clients
Mhm.
that I can have this really strong idea generator. And it makes things so quick and easy. But there is been a lot of legwork to kind of
Mhm.
build that out and change my prompts and all kinds of stuff. But man, it is just like it's been great.
GPT is really like creating a bucket, and you load up that bucket with as much information as you can and make the robot smarter about that topic and also that voice.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what? One of the things I did was I gave ChatGPT three of my favorite articles that I really thought sounded like me. And
yeah,
I said, hey, there's another AI tool that needs to write in Lorraine's voice.
yeah,
Give it instructions.
yeah,
That became the first part of my prompt. Every time I do anything, I start with Lorraine Ball is writing it. Here's her voice.
yeah.
And what that allows me to do is have less editing on the back end.
I go back to the basics, like
Hmm.
the tone, the
Hmm.
style. Here's the audience that I'm talking to. Here's why they would want to buy. Here's why they want like the basics of marketing that if you don't know those items, then you're going to struggle in marketing regardless. And I'm feeding that information.
Hmm.
And then I do like a whole nother layer where I'm like using an audio format. Like, hey, here's how what I said in audio. Now make it sound good written.
Hmm. Absolutely. Well, and I use ChatGPT extensively for my interview transcripts.
Mhm.
Instead of giving someone the actual transcript to read, because it's really hard because you get all the ums and the ers and the little
Oh yeah.
side notes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, Lorraine Ball's writing this summary.
Yeah.
Give me a good intro paragraph,
Yeah.
about 3 to 5 key points, and I get those nice little bulleted paragraphs and
Yeah.
and an action, a takeaway.
Yeah.
And now I have the episode. I love ChatGPT for titles,
Mhm.
for text that goes on social media graphics.
Lines. I love it for taglines. Like
Mhm,
it can give me like all these. I'm like, no, say I like this one. Now make me five off of this one. Like
mhm.
I love it for that too.
I love it. Uh, I'm doing some marketing work for a personal trainer, and so
Yeah.
I went to ChatGPT and I said, and actually I went to Claude for this one, and I was like, okay, I'm a personal trainer,
Hmm.
and I want 10 things to talk about. And I got 10 different topics. Well, then I could actually have a conversation with my client. I said, here are the topics we're going to talk about. And
Yeah.
I pushed record.
Yeah.
We shot 5 videos
Yeah.
in 10 minutes.
Yep. Yep. I used it this morning. So we got a client that does. They're not a travel agency, but they have a travel guide for Paris.
Oh,
So I wanted to understand, okay, well, what are the top reasons that, somebody wants to travel to Paris? Okay, well, when do people start, like, what are the dates that are correlated with that?
mhm.
Okay, well, when do people start thinking about that? Like, how long do people think, like, and I just kept going and going, and before I know it, like, I've got this like calendar of, oh, I need to market for this, and I need to market this much in advance because the buying cycle is this, and it was like
Yeah.
a little assistant. It was
Yeah,
great.
and they're doing all the research. Now, and while we're talking about research, I really like Poe.com. It's
Okay,
an Anthropic product instead of an open AI. And
yeah,
it's like Mac versus PC.
yeah,
But what I like about Poe.com is when I go down those rabbit holes, it will cite the sources. It won't just give me ideas. It
yeah,
will give me the original links so I can go back and go, oh, you got that information there. What else is there?
yeah.
And is the information reliable? Because sometimes ChatGPT not completely reliable.
No, no, no. Well, when you went back, and that makes me think about even in our age, like when we went back and we had books, not every book you read was 100% accurate.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes it was an opinion. Sometimes
Yes.
history wasn't what you thought it was. And then they
No.
go,
And and so I like the ability to kind of cross check. And so I would definitely encourage people. It's like ChatGPT. There are free and paid versions, but
yeah,
you can do that. And then within the Anthropic
yeah,
universe is Claude,
yeah,
which operates much like ChatGPT. I think a little bit better writer just from the get-go. I think if you're giving ChatGPT good prompts on voice and
yeah.
style, it's really good.
Is
But
this the free
just
version or the paid?
free version. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I think if you're just trying to get started writing something and you already have the information in Poe, I like Claude.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. I mean, I think we both use Opus.
Oh God, I love Opus.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've seen some of our shorts, either with Jen and I, with Jen and Brenna, or me with some of my guests,
Yeah.
it used to take me several hours to edit the full length video and then to edit and create those individual clips and get the text right. I just upload it, go away, and work on something else. I
Yeah.
come back and they're almost perfect.
I
Sometimes they
almost
need a little.
I almost feel bad. I'm like, wait a second, did I miss something? Like it's that good? Like it just pulled that out? Surely. Oh, and then I see all of them. I'm like, well, I can't
Yeah.
post all
I mean,
these.
and not okay. And here's the thing: Opus might give me 5 or 6, and I'm going to use 2
Yeah.
because I don't like where they've clipped it, or I have to go in and edit it. But it's a great time saver. But I want to talk, and I know we're bumping the time up a little bit, but I really want to talk about one other tool that I have been very intrigued with.
Yeah.
If you are looking to get up to speed on a subject, you know you need to know more about SEO, digital marketing. Obviously, watch our podcasts, read our stuff, blah, blah, blah. But if you really need to get up to speed on a topic very quickly, do a search. You can use Poe, find a list of 10 articles on this subject, and then grab all of those links and head over to a product called notebook.lm. It is a Google product. Go ahead and paste all those article links in there and then ask Notebook LM to summarize it for you. And what you'll get is a nice, concise summary that's pulled information from all these different sources. And you can read that outline if you want. But if you're busy, you can actually push a button and say, turn it into a podcast. And what you will get is a very easy to listen to conversation on a subject that you specifically want to know more about.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we've taken it and made it into social media audiograms.
Mm-hmm.
And so for like complex subjects
Mm-hmm.
that like usually, it's like complex reading. Like we did like a IT company, and
Mm-hmm.
those are complex subjects. You put it into Notebook LM, and it made a great little audio to kind of explain it and made reels out of it.
Mm-hmm. And, there's a lot of controversy about AI hosts and AI guests, and I would not ever recommend doing that for your real podcast.
I agree.
But I do think there is an opportunity for this, either for small social media snippets or for your own learning, because we're
Right.
all busy. We want to know more about things, but we don't have the time.
I don't see a difference in that, or I have an app on my. I would guess it's probably using AI, and I'm going to look for it right now because I'm like, it's a really helpful app. But it basically, Headway, it is big like business books or whatever.
Mhm.
So it gives me a 15-minute like rundown of what the book is about, and I don't have to read the entire book. And
Mhm.
I'm good with that. Like it's enough to get me going in the morning, and I'm getting all the stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, I love using AI tools to be more productive and to be smarter.
yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to be smarter?
So, if you're looking to be smarter in 2025, definitely subscribe to our podcasts. Come subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see these conversations. And if you need to, make an appointment with Jen or I to talk about your marketing.
All right, take care.